think it was a very good experience getting to Skype with a very nice and good writer. And I'm happy that we got to learn more about writing.
We got to FaceTime someone for 50 minutes, which was pretty awesome. And we got to ask him questions, which was really good for all of the kids who are curious. And I'm pretty sure everyone in the school is curious.
And we got to know his personality. He's really funny, but when someone asked him a more serious question, he actually answered it. It was really fun because I just love the book I read over summer, so I'm really interested in reading more books about him and just of his books, because they're really interesting.
So
my question is, why did you choose to write some children's books and some adult books?
I like kids better than I like adults.
Thank you.
And one of the reasons I like to write for people like you is I like the way you read. You just enjoy the book or you don't enjoy the book, and you don't make a big thing about it.
Yeah, I can take some of his advice. The handing it in and saying, can you look this over? I think I probably made a few mistakes. Instead of saying, I like this is what I'm turning in, I don't care if you think I should change it, which is normally me.
When you write something for one of your teachers, how many times do you rewrite it?
About 3.
3? Well, when I write a book, I rewrite it about 80 times. Okay? Now, I don't suggest you do that. 3 times sounds pretty good to me, though if you did it a 4th time, it would be better. So, some of my better books, I rewrite them endlessly, over and over again. So, if they're any good, it's because I've done a lot of rewriting. I'll tell you the truth, writing is really rewriting. Nobody writes anything very good the first time. And it's like I said before, it's the rewriting that makes something good. I really believe that. Okay?
I learned a little bit about Avi, and I learned I learned about a couple more of his books, so I really want to read those. And it was just really cool that I got to meet him and talk to him.
When I write the first draft of a book, I'm making it up as I go along. And I think what I try to do is picture what's happening in my head. And it sounds odd to say it, but I try to notice things. What did he look like? What did his face or her face show? Did they fidget? Did they cry? Did they laugh? So I'm always thinking, what is happening? What is happening? And I'm looking at this imaginary world and trying to see bits and pieces and to make it as real as possible for you, the reader. So you get the same picture in your head. And that's the way the work goes forward. Okay?
Well, I think it's a good idea to read out loud. I do that a lot to myself when I write or when I read even. So I'm going to try to follow that advice for the rest of this year.
Get them to read it out loud to the whole class. And they will hear things that could be made better.
Right.
And they say, oh, wait, no, I didn't mean that. And then they'll make changes. So if you turn the writer into the listener, it helps in the writing process. At a certain point, I always read my books out loud to my wife, and she's a very good critic, but I'm also listening myself to the book, and it makes a huge difference.
Great. Okay.
Like when one snail was on this side and one snail was on this side, and they were going to battle, but it never happens.
And my question is, out of every insect and animal in the world, why did you choose a snail and an ant to be the main characters of the end of the Ring?
Don't you think snails are cute? Would you like to snuggle in your bed with a snail?
No.
I don't know why I chose them. Well, as I was saying, I was teasing my friend Avon how slow he was, and ants do, snails do move very slowly, so it could have been a sloth, I guess. I don't know, it just seemed funny to me.
The True Confessions of Charlotte Doyle. It's about a girl who coming back to America from her school in England, and along the way she decides to become a sailor, and she becomes a sailor, and she overthrows the captain and the first mate, and she becomes the captain.
My favorite book was The Secret School by Avi. It's a very nice book. It's about a secret hidden school that a group of kids go to. The end of the beginning. When I read it twice at this time because I liked it so much. And it was a really good book because the snail, he feels like he has a boring life because he never does anything. And then he finally goes on this adventure and has a lot of fun. And it's really cool.
Now, what did you like about, did you enjoy the end of the beginning?
Yes, I like all that.
And what did you like about it?
Well, I liked how there was a lot of wisdom in it. It kind of made me think about it. And also, I liked how at the end they came back to the same house, but they thought it was like a different house, like a magical wizard's house.
Right. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Okay. Thank you.